A week has gone by practice. Do you see a difference 1 week later, or is it too soon?
You talking about the whole team?
Yeah.
Well, I thought today, I think it was the hottest day, and I think it tested them the most in just pushing through, being fatigued in regard to effort, but also in regard to your assignments. When guys get tired, they tend to they don't go quite as hard because they're fatigued, and they don't think quite as well when they're fatigued. And that's the whole key to football. Can you think when you're tired? Can you think when you get knocked around a little bit? Can you think and perform when you go down 17 points in the first half? I mean, that's overcoming adversity. When people talk about adversity, and we're talking again about football adversity, but I mean, we're definitely not ready for that. Not offensively, anyway.
You have a lot of people, obviously, you can throw the ball to this year. We saw what Braxton could do as a receiver in your offense in the bowl game. Would you like to get him a little bit more involved, or is that difficult to do with all of your weapons?
Well, no, I mean, he'll be in the game, so he'll get balls thrown to him. And again, so much is predicated on what the defense does. I mean, if he's a slot receiver, you've seen us throw 50 bubble routes, those little quick little deals, and if the defense lines up the right way, the ball will go to them. If they line up a different way, we'll hand the ball off. So a lot of times it just depends on how the defense lines up. And the same thing is true for some of our routes. We have a progression to go from this guy to this guy to this guy. And a lot of that depends on whether it's a one-high defense or a two-high defense. And so a lot of times the coverage will dictate who gets the ball in this system most of the time.
As you watch the receivers develop, do you get a sense more of what that could mean for the roles of Jeff Thomas and Mike Harley?
Well, yeah, I mean, they're a lot like Nkosi in my mind. Before we start nailing down who's starting, I want to see what these young guys can do. And so even at the wide receiver position, at every position, most everything is not nailed down until probably after that second scrimmage, going into scrimmage 3 in the fall. But we have a pretty good idea where we're going to put them, but that could change depending on what everybody else does.
How's Lawrence Cager doing?
Cager looks good. The thing about Cager is that when he's running routes and he's making adjustments to balls that aren't perfect, he looks like he has no fear back there at all. And he hates his brace, but he needs to wear his brace. And sometimes guys look very tentative. He doesn't look tentative, which is good.
So he's full go.
He's been running full speed.
Yeah.
And he's been changing direction, but we don't want contact right now. We're just trying to be careful.
Do you expect them to have contact at all this spring?
I doubt it. There may be a time somewhere down the line where Vinny and the doctors look at him again, but I don't think we will.
What are your thoughts on? How about Gray?
Who?
Traylon Gray.
Well, Traylon, as far as will he get in there, and I don't think Traylon will get any. I don't think Traylon will get any.
What are your thoughts on the momentum of that 2018 recruiting class right now?
Well, nothing's done till signing day. We know that. Till a guy comes mid-year or till a guy signs, it's all hopeful. But I do think we have the right kind of people who are choosing to commit because they love the place, not because we're trying to push them into it or coerce them into it. I mean, it's just they're excited about what's happening. They want to be here. At least they feel that way today. We'll see how it goes as we go.
Two more questions, guys.
When you're this hot on the recruiting trail, is it easier for you guys?
I'm sorry, say it again.
Does it get easier to recruit kids when you got this many top guys in the road?
Well, we all know that those kids know each other. They like each other. They want to play on the same team with a lot of these guys that they know are great players and great people. And so, a lot of your commitments become your best recruiters. And I think we have a lot more of that energy right now than we had a year ago.
Mark, I know you're not allowed to say names, but when those guys commit, and you guys now, coaches are allowed to retweet them and make little comments, is that fun for you? What's that like?
Yeah, we like it. Last night obviously was an exciting night for all that kind of stuff. And I think the fans like it. I think the kids like it. I know, recruiting, when you're having success, or at least perceived success, it is fun.
How long does it take you to figure out some of those good tweets you've sent out?
Yeah, it's mostly me. Sometimes I'll ask somebody when I'm a little dry, but it's mostly me figuring it out.
Mark,
you had one more question.
Last one here.
Pro day tomorrow. Just your thoughts on that?
Oh, I'm excited for them. We got 15 guys that'll be here, and we're allowing all the guys that played here at Miami that are in their first draft eligible year. Those are the guys that are going to be here doing it. And as a matter of fact, I'm about to have lunch with just about every one of them and kind of a pregame meal and tell them how much we love them and appreciate them and wish them the best.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thanks, Mark.
Yep.